I've been lucky enough to travel a lot over the last 5 or 6 years, whether it's for work assignments or it is just for leisure. I run into a dilemma often of what camera should I bring when I'm just out and about and wanting to see a town or go hiking or just do something for myself. From the work standpoint, I'm always going to bring a larger camera that's capable of taking photos that I need to have taken or recording the video I need to have recorded. But from a leisure standpoint, there's all these different options for what you're taking. I could go with a smaller lens on my main rig, or I could get myself something that's film-based, whether it's a Contax G1 or something like my Mamiya 645 Pro. There's even the conversations about just using an iPhone or just using my Google Pixel, since the photos are more than good enough. But most of the time I find myself reaching for a smaller compact point and shoot. And I've gone through a lot, but this one right here is one that I've sold before, bought, sold again and bought, and even had its more popular, pricier, more premium counterpart or brother, sibling, whatever you want to call it, sister. But this Olympus XA2, honestly, to me, is the diamond in the rough between all the Olympus XA cameras. The lens is great, the form factor is amazing, the way that it operates and functions it just makes sense. And it's one that I'm glad I carry all the time, and to boot, you can usually get this very, very cheap. The Olympus XA is a plastic, fantastic clamshell little camera that really doesn't have a whole bunch that is going to wow you on first look. It's got a 35mm f3.5 lens compared to its 35mm f2.8 lensed counterpart, the Olympus XA, or sibling counterpart, you know what I'm trying to say. This is a zone focus camera and there is no rangefinder, but it's very easy to operate in this simply because it kind of tells you how to focus. And basically the way that I focus with this is for the two people where you can see their shoulders down to their elbows, that's what I put in the frame and it's always in focus. If you can see people all the way down to their feet, head to toe, that's what I put it on and that's how I focus. And of course, if you have a landscape or a mountain, which I do, you just put it on mountain and you're just gonna hit it every time. This is technically an automatic camera that is in ISO priority. You set your ISO on this little dial there at the bottom and it just does what it's supposed to do. You can pair this with a flash like I often do, and flash works pretty good. It's a very consistent, very good looking camera. The photos look great for the most part. The lenses in this are nothing to shake a stick at. And the viewfinder, although small, is good enough for most purposes that I've seen. This camera has a very finicky shutter button that is just this red little guy up here that even with the softest touch is going to go off. So sometimes you get a lot of accidental fires. And of course you just wind it with a little, almost like a disposable winder there at the back. It is a very, very simple camera with very limited extra options, including self-timer, which is nice, and a battery check. It works. This camera is not better than my Contax G1. It's not better than my SL2S. It's not better than my X Pro 3. It's not better than my Mamiya 645 Pro. It's not better in some regards than an iPhone or a Google Pixel whenever you put a lens on there. But what this is readily available, small enough to fit in a pocket, and it's just cute as hell. And that cute as hell thing really lends itself to being able to use it whenever you're walking out and about in the street or just taking photos of family, especially people that aren't as into having their photos taken. This is an unintimidating camera that has a really, really good lens on it. I find it to be sharp. I find it to look nice. And more than anything, I just find it to be pleasing whenever it comes to colors, specifically when you're running like Kodak Ektar or something through this. It's just a good camera. But where this camera absolutely shines, in my opinion, and the reason why I keep getting it is honestly just because the feeling and the sound of its use. The fact that it is not an automatic camera and I don't have to hear a whirring afterwards, I like that. I like the click of the shutter. I like the clamshell operation. I like the buttons I have to press. I like the fact of the tactile response on this camera, from winding the shutter, pressing the shutter, opening up the clamshell to make sure it works, adjusting my ISO, selecting my focus distance. This gives me just enough of a manual kind of in it to win it perspective whenever it comes to operating this, to make it feel like it's something more than a point and shoot. And that just kind of gets me in a zone. Again, there are point and shoots that are probably better than this, and I'm just being honest, and they might even be cheaper than this. And there are cameras that have a better shutter, that have better specs and better glass, but just the size with it and the ease of use and how comfortable I am using this and knowing how to frame things up, it's just perfect for me. And I think there will be a lot of people that resonate with that.
What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? This is
Wait, so this is
You brought the heat to the Bay Area.
this is hot.
Hi, nice to meet you. We're also very, very close. But hey, you know, we're all here. We're here at the function. We're doing stuff, and then I want to be able to get a little bit of a story.
What is your
on the lens right there, yeah.
Hey, Meta, take a video. Like, I've gotten this part going, and then like had to go do something, and then I'm like, more coffee, and then it comes.
Yeah, video is great. Yeah, a nice 30 megapixel, you know, image is fantastic, sharp, crisp, and clean. But this camera really does, whenever you come for the film nostalgia vibe, this camera really does nail that 10 out of 10. And again, it's just one of those things where I'm here to take photos, I'm taking them, I'm hitting them. I'll develop this in 6 to 7 months if I need to, and then I'll be able to reminisce on these photos, and they just feel completely different. Not that film is better. I don't want to assign anything to nostalgia porn or anything like that, but it's just a nice feel, and it's just a camera that helps bring that feel. Like when I use this and I take these photos, there's no expectation of excellence with it. I know that I'm taking these photos because I want to take photos of what's happening and just to solidify that memory in time forever. There is no need for me to be extra artistic. There is no need for me to want to hit an image that is going to be able to be hung up in the MoMA. This is strictly for memories, baby. So yeah, I hope you understand where I'm coming from with that. Hope you like what I said today. Remember to take it light, but take it. Have a good one, and fuck ice.